Hi, everyone, and welcome to tonight's show. I'm excited about today's show because I have my friend and brother, Sunday Aderibigbe. This man is loaded. So go ahead and invite someone to be a part of what we're doing right now because it's going to be hot in here. And if you're joining us for the very first time, I want you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not already done so. And also click on that notification bell so that whenever I post videos, you will see it. Also, do me a favor, go ahead and invite someone. You don't want to miss this because we're going to be talking about so many opportunities that you can be part of. I will go straight on to my guest. Mr. Sunday Aderibigbe, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me today. How are you, Mr. Sunday?
I'm good. I'm great. Thank
Good.
you for inviting me.
Wow. I'm so glad to have you. I know we should have done this a long time ago, but today is the right day. The right day, the right timing. Today is just perfect. So, I'm gonna start the show by asking you to tell us who Sunday Aderibigbe is.
That is a big question. Uh, as you said, so my name is Sunday. I I live in Manchester and I run a company called Entrepreneur Breed, and I have an institute called Wealth Breeder Academy, uh, where we help people to breed wealth, make multiply, manage money, and
Mhm.
we help people in terms of property to help them to get property anywhere in United Kingdom.
Mm.
So help them to get both a first house investment. We help them with the strategy on how to, in essence, to make money, manage and multiply money in all circumstances.
Mm.
So that is what we do as a business. Myself, um, as per my background, I used to live down there in Glasgow.
I know.
Yeah, so before I moved to Manchester, yeah, for like a decade now, I've been living in Manchester, yeah, and thank God. So God has been very faithful. As regards to education-wise, I think I very privileged to school in Glasgow.
Mm.
I went to Glasgow Uni, Glasgow Caledonian there. I did masters there, and I did a lot of professionals and professional development programs. Both year able to go to Oxford Uni,
Mm.
uh, go to Harvard as well to
Wow.
study to
Wow.
study. So I have a uh, Prince two Foundation and practitioner. The
Wow.
same yeah. At the same time, too, I'm a member of a chartered security investment in here, security and investment here in England as well.
Wow.
So, in a nutshell, so that is me. So
Wow. Wow. All of these degrees, Mr. Aderibigbe, all of
yeah,
these
yeah, but
degrees.
we thank
Oh
God.
my God. You
And we
are the
thank God.
reason why some of us don't have it. Oh. You are the reason.
I
You've
don't mind
gathered,
us.
you've
So
taken everything.
don't mind us. So we use we thank God we use the degree at least to uh to help so many organizations before we started our own company. So as well too. So which is a blessing in the disguise as well. So
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. That is amazing. And I know that I've always known you. I met you in Ilorin back in the day, and long time ago. Then I met you again in Glasgow. I was like,
no, in
oh
London, in London.
yeah, in London. Then we met again in Glasgow. I was like, this guy. So you were such an amazing individual. You were a go-getter. you know what you want for yourself in life, and you've just been focused and you went for it and you're still going for it. But one of the things that amuses me, because I knew you then when you were an undergrad, and you've not always been like this, even though you're very friendly, very sociable, but you've not, I didn't know you as someone who is going to go to Oxford or going to say Harvard or University of Glasgow. So tell us, how did this all start? What is your how will I put it now? How did you discover the Sunday Aderibigbe that you are right now? I know that you have so many stories, and your story is so powerful. Your story is, especially your background story, is so powerful that I want people to learn from and be inspired. So, how did it all start? When did you discover that no, I am more than this? I need to go for more. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you very much for this question. So what I can encourage our people listening to us is whatever you are whatever you see, you can achieve it.
Hmm.
I started my life very humble,
Hmm.
as you people used to say. Some people, you people used to say that is this silver spoon? So in fact, there is no even spoon. I started the motion in Nigeria. Motion in Nigeria, where my mom sell amala. So just to know
Amala is
before,
yam flour.
yeah, the yam flour for our. So that is what she sell before we can eat. So
Wow.
for the first 27 years of my life, I don't even have a room to myself.
Hmm.
So those days that you see us in Lorry, it's just a very, very terrible condition for us. At times, I remember those days when I'll be coming to Ilorin, that I will not even have money all the way from Lagos to come to Ilorin. You get to Ibadan, start begging people to
Wow.
give you money before you enter Ilorin. When you enter Ilorin to finish those days, you'll be looking for where you can crack just to sleep. But the experience really shaping us, shaping me especially, to prepare myself to look at it that if life should, there should be, there should, life should, what happens to my parents should not happen to my own kids that I'm
Hmm.
going to have in life. So it really prepared me to say, what
Wow.
will I going to get out of life? And despite even the humble background, the parent did something to me, which I usually thank them for, is they made sure they gave me best education those
Hmm.
days. So I remember my secondary school is in Commerze Secondary School. Then it used to be one of the leading secondary school then in Africa, Nigeria. So I was open to opportunity to see a lot of people that are wealthy then, how they take their kids to on holiday to go to come to England, to come to America. When they come back, to see them, they look very fresh. In fact, they used to bring sweets. So I don't even ask for the sweet. I ask for the wrapper so that I can go home and show my friend at home and say, look, my friend just came by from London at the wrapper. You know, so all these things really prepared me for this journey in
Wow.
life and say, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna make something out of life. So I see it from that humble beginning to see that there you can put something, so life should be more better than this.
Hmm.
So now, so when we get to the center stage here, so
Wow.
what now start driving me is I start looking at, then I was talking about those kids that their parents are the major generals of those days,
Hmm.
uh, Babangidas and Raji Rasakis of those days. So, but I know when we get to the center stage, I now find out that they are nobody.
Hmm.
So how will I now want to do it right now? Now I don't have father. They have father that sponsoring them down to England to come and do. So that means I have to get something out of my life.
Wow.
How will I do it? Is through educating myself.
Hmm.
So I try to investigate. I read the biography of those people who have been worthy, those people that make impact in life. Especially I focus on MKO Abiola those days to see because he has similar background problem, and I see that, okay, what made him is education. So because of that, I decided to focus more on education to say, and if it's going to be the world class. It's going to be the world class. And if you put your mind in it, as I've said, you're going to get it. And so it didn't come so cheap. There is a lot of failure, but my own mindset is, if you say no, that is the next opportunity. So those people that say no today, tomorrow they will say yes. And that is what has been keeping me going. So how I get to discover myself.
Wow. So one of the things that I've learned from what you've shared with us today is that you studied the lives of the people who have gone ahead.
Yeah.
The lives of people like MK Abiola. MK Abiola was one time the richest, he's late now, but he was one time the richest man in Nigeria. Am I correct?
Yeah.
One of the richest in Nigeria then. And you studied the lives of people like him, including him, and you made a decision that, look, even though I'm from a humble background, even though my parents didn't have so much, I am going to make out of life what I didn't enjoy. I'm going to ensure that my children don't suffer the things that I suffer. And that is so powerful. You know, sometimes, and this is what I share with some of my coaching clients, is, see, you're just a decision away from becoming the man or the woman that you are created to be. Sometimes we have these ideas in our heads, but it's that decision, that ability to make that decision to become. And thank you for sharing that, Mr. Aderibigbe, because that's so powerful, that you didn't just think that, oh, I didn't have enough money, I can't get to Ilorin, because then you were in University of Ilorin, that I can't get to school, so I would just stay. After all, excuse me. Thank you. After all, I don't have money. So you didn't look for excuse. What you did was to excuse your excuse. And you went for it. And I celebrate you. You know that I'm one of your biggest fans. You know that.
Thank you very much.
I celebrate the man that you are right now. I celebrate what you're doing. And I admire you a lot. Because honestly, it takes a lot to put this together. Okay, so that's your education. That's you. Now, on your CV, there is Harvard. On your CV, there is Oxford. Hey, don't joke with me. Oh, I'm connected. Don't joke with me. So for those of you who are watching us on Facebook, thank you. Please go ahead and share this video. And for those who are on YouTube, subscribe if you've not yet done so. And please invite someone to come and be a part of this, because you will be blessed. I'm telling you. And I can promise you that you will be really blessed as we go deeper into this. Okay, so when you came into the UK, you came to do your master's, right? And after doing your master's, what made you decide? I know that, of course, we all want to have fresh skin. So part of it is you want to have what now made you decide that, look, I can stay back here and do something? You know, so what led you into that career path that you took? Because we're still going to come into your business, but before you started business, you took a career path. So tell us a bit about your career and how far you went.
Okay, in terms of my career, let me start with that. So, and that would be another blowing experience for people as well. Yeah, why I work in the financial service for 16 years as a financial consultant here in England. So I work in the life of Lloyds Bank. I work in the life of one of the financial service consultants. Lloyds Bank. I work in HSBC Investment. I've worked in Barclay's Wealth. I've worked in Bank of America, Commerze Investment Bank. I've worked in ING Investment Bank. I've worked with Nomura Investment Bank as well before I started my my own company. Through this year, I've worked as a consultant, which you guys call contractor. Called contractor that I'm on a daily rate throughout my life experience working in financial service. But now let's get to the question that you're asking as regards to what made me to stay behind. In fact, before I left Nigeria, I was working in a bank as well. I work with a Standard Chartered bank. So I just came here purposely to do my program and then go back. But on finishing my program, in fact, I've taken my bag that I want to be going to go and become a manager in GT Bank of those days. Before somebody just told me and said, "Come, you have made the sacrifice for yourself, but you need to make the sacrifice for the next generation."
Wow.
So I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "The next generation is what you should be looking forward for. You must make sure you leave this world more better than the way you meet it. So how do you do it? You must make sure your kids benefit. The educations that you had here and all those stuff is only for you alone. But what do you want to give to your kids?" So what I would suggest for you is wait in England, become their citizens. If you can be their citizen, then any word that comes through you automatically will be a citizen. And as such, you are passing over a nationality to generations years to come. So if you do that, you can go back to England, you can go back to Nigeria. And those are the days that and one of my dream in life is I want to make sure I put something down to the world before I leave. As a matter of fact, we are breeding billionaires. Of people, the next decade of billionaires have taken it as a challenge to breed them. Amen. So that we are tired of hearing the name of Dangote, Bill Gates. We are tired now. We want to be hearing Ola. We want to be hearing Ola Olaleye now.
Amen.
We want to be
prophesy.
Yeah. So we are ready to do the job for people, so that if it is what the world, and the world is looking for, there is a lot of problem in the world right now, and the world is looking for who will solve the problem. And I believe if you have these financial resources, you'll be able to make an impact. You'll be able to influence government decision. We came all the way from Africa. One of the reasons why African are in problem is because they are putting them in poverty. So you can able to buy people's mind because it's in poverty. But if you have this money, if you are ready to use the money to influence people positively, so there's a lot of problem there. No good road, no good hospitals. So no, in fact, when I went there last time, I have to carve out money when I went to my primary school because I was crying. When I got to the place and I find out that this is the school that produced me, so I felt very bad. I have to carve money that they have to do something to this school. So this is the essence of why we need a new set of billionaires that can go in there now and then do something, influence government decision positively. And I want to tell you, if you want to be a leader, if you want to be a consistent leader, you have to be ready to, train a leader.
Yeah.
Train a leader. So if you are from Nigeria, there is this person they call Tinubu or something like that. Though I'm not into politics, but one of the reasons why the guy is ever consistent or ever relevant is because he's breeding leader. He's breeding leader. So, and that is my own dream, to build new set of worthy guys, so that they can make positive influence. And God will help us. We're on the journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you're on the journey. All your materials, your social media network, you're very consistent at what you're doing. Even though you might look like, I'm not in that level of Tinubu. Of course, they started a long time ago. But as you are doing right now, I know that shortly we will be hearing your name as well And I
Thank
believe
you very
that
much.
strongly. I
Thank you
believe
very
that
much.
strongly. And when you were talking about your career, one of the things that I want us to talk about is also you didn't leave the career because it wasn't paying you. You were
No.
very well paid.
Yeah, I'm paying £700 per day.
Mhm. Wow.
700 per day. I am going to give glory to God for the career, So always been paid per day for over some good years.
Wow. So you were paid £700 per day,
Mm.
right?
Yep.
And you left that because someone spoke to you that, look, why don't you leave a legacy? Why don't you do something, put something in place
Mm.
for the next generation?
Mm.
That because what you have done already, you have sorted yourself. Why
Yeah.
don't you sort your people? And I
Mm.
know the context in which that person was talking, because obviously, from where we come from, getting dual citizenship of another countries like the US or
Mm.
Canada or the UK is very important. It's not because we are not resourceful in Nigeria, but it's because we know. Let's not go there. Let's not because
Yes.
let's.
The opportunity is provided.
Yeah, we have a lot of opportunities here, and honestly we cannot compare. We don't even need to go there. So Mr. Aderibigbe, you left this £700 per day job. For those of you who don't know, and for those who are watching from Nigeria, don't try and convert because you're just gonna give yourself some hot thinking. Even in the UK, to earn £700 per day is a lot of money. And we are not talking about last week, we are talking about some years ago. So earning 700 per day is good money. And this man, I was going to say this young man. Yeah, he's young. This young man left that job. He left that job to say, you know what? God has laid it in my heart to breed billionaires. So I'm going to pursue that passion. He left the £700 per day job and he started pursuing his dreams and his ideas. I want him to tell us about this because, like, I think there's a new slang now in Nigeria that they say cut soap. So, guys, oh my God, let me
So
just
you want to
say,
call them also for them, isn't it?
cut soap for them. Before you cut the soap, let me just say hello to all my people. Yeah, I can see you, Auntie Moji. Auntie Moji is my sister-in-law turned sister, big sister. Auntie Moji, I see you. She's the one welcoming you. She said, nice to have you on this program, Mr. Aderibigbe. And we have people watching us on Facebook and on YouTube. I have my friend Gertrude that is watching us on Facebook right now. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please leave your comments. Yes, Ruth Dada is here. Thank you so much. Ruth is saying, wow, what a sacrifice. Yeah. This man left his left the £700 job and he decided to pursue his passion. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Pastor Shagun Ibigbemi. Okay, so let's go into this. So, what happened? Did an angel appear in your dream to say, leave the job, or what happened? Tell us the gist.
So this is thank you very much for your passion to help others. So thank you every time, Mr. Shegun Ibigbemi. Yeah, when we start collecting this money, you get to a stage where the money will not make sense to you again. You'll be looking for what we call fulfillment. Fulfillment. So so when you are still hungry for money, you say, okay, £700 is a good money, but if you get to a stage where you see that it's not the money, it is the you'll be looking for fulfillment. So I find out that I'm not fulfilled. I'll wake up early in the midnight. I'll be
Oh,
crying. So what is happening? So I have this inner mind is telling me that what God has sent you to do, you are not doing it. And you know
wow.
what? Your mind, your clock is ticking, is ticking. So do you want to die and then get to the throne of grace, and then they will tell you that you disappoint people. Millions of people are ready to, bless from you. So,
Mm.
so all those things keep me worried. And so, I kept very restless. The day I gave them the resignation letter, they even asked me that, is it the money? Have you secured another role? We're going to put more money. I said, no, it's not about money. I just have to, pursue the impact. So in life. So, and we started the journey. And what I want to encourage people is, a lot of people is, if you want to make the money lies under impact.
Mm.
The impact. So the money you are looking for, it lies under impact. And there are
Wow.
two things you're going to get. You're going to get a fulfillment. The
Mm.
fulfillment means the legacy that you're going to leave behind, and
Mm.
then followed by that money you are looking for. So
Mm.
since I can tell you that since we started, yesterday has never been better than today.
Wow.
So yesterday has never been better, and that is why you can see us here in front of the camera right now. So
Mm.
while we are doing 700 pounds, nobody even see us. So we
Wow.
are not even making any impact. So I
Mm.
quickly want to encourage people that you should learn to live for people. And then everything, that is why the Bible says, seek ye for the kingdom of God first, and every other things will be added to you. So if you can seek
Wow.
for others, every other thing you are looking for is going to be added to you. So
Wow.
that is what I can say as regards to that for people.
Wow. 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 Well, I'm just going to read this comment. The money will come when you make impact and create value.
That is
Absolutely.
it.
That is so spot on. So, and I like what you said. You said something. You said when you were earning £700 per day, nobody knew you. You were not. I wouldn't have called you to Wordzone because, of course, I didn't know what you were doing. I've always known you anyway, but I wouldn't say come to Wordzone because you earn £700 per day. The £700 per day. The only thing I will see, maybe you're driving a
A
Porsche
latest
or you're driving a Tesla, and we don't bring people to Wordzone because they drive Teslas or they drive Range Rovers. You understand? But because you're making an impact, you decided to give up that to add value into the lives of other people. And you said something extremely powerful. As you begin to make impact and add value, the money will come. It's not just money this time, it's going to be fulfillment
Mm.
and money. So you will get even more, that's exceedingly abundantly above the money. So there will be fulfillment. And one of the statements that I love to make all the time is you never have a better yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah, I agree.
Wow, that is so powerful. That is so powerful. And I can see everyone, man, this is so powerful, guys. If you live outside of the UK, you might not really understand the sacrifice that this man has made to give up his job because he wants to help other people become what God has laid in his heart. So you gave up being an employee or a consultant to pursuing being a solution provider. So you actually moved up.
In a way, yeah.
You moved up.
Mm.
Honestly, if we in the cadre, if you want to put it in the cadre of what was it called now? In the cadre of success, you moved up
Mm.
because you wanted to start helping others. Because success is how much impact. One day I was having a conversation in my heart, and the Holy Spirit said to me that the strategy, because I was worried, how do I grow this? How do I grow that? And this was a conversation that was going on in my spirit, and I heard this so clearly. He said, the strategy for growth is impact.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yes.
That is whether you want to grow as a person, you want to grow your business, you want to grow your social media platform, focus on impacting lives. You will begin to see growth in your own life. And that is exactly what you've done. Thank you so much. You are a solution provider and you've been doing that for years now, consistently. And it's amazing what you're doing. So tell us, people want to know now. I know my people are curious now. They want to know what exactly is he now doing? Oh, yeah, tell us. He said he wants to raise billionaires. All my billionaires gather here. Oh, yeah. Let's hear him.
Yes, so if for the people that are interested in becoming a billionaire, what I would say is you must not think about yourself. As I've said, you have to be ready to make impact. That is what the world is looking for. The world is looking for a new set of people that will make impact. So what we do, as I've said earlier on, is we focus mainly on helping people to get property here in England. So one of the 3 ways of you becoming a wealthy or becoming a billionaire, if you want to target billionaire, is 1 is for you to have a business yourself, 2 is for you to have a property, and the last one is for you to have a stock exchange, stocks, shares, capital market stocks. So what we do as a company is we focus mostly on the property at the moment. So when we started by trying to help ordinary people to start getting their first house, wherever you base in United Kingdom. We have clients in Scotland. We have where you base. We have clients in Nottingham, in Liverpool, in Manchester, and in London as well. So we help people to look at what is your circumstance, where are you, and how you're going to get there. And what I want to say is every time anybody gets their house, they get their key to the house, have this one unique way of saying thank you to us. And that really gives me joy. Imagine you paying for the service, helping you to source for the house, source for the advisor, source for everything goes through. Yet you still thanking me and say, blessing me and say thank you very much. So in essence, so we focus on property at the moment. So we seek you down to understand what do you want, and then we help you to walk the journey and to become a home owner. And then we plug it in your mind to say, you are starting right now as a home owner, but we want you to, the next phase is for you to be an investor, which is property investment, and then we will tell you how we groom you to become your 1 house become 2 houses, 2 houses, 2 houses become 4 houses, 4 houses become 8 houses, and then you join the ladder of the wealthy people within the world. So that is, in a simple nutshell, how we've been helping people to transform life.
Wow. That is so amazing. So you don't just leave them at, oh, you're sorted, you've bought your property, that you have a way of mentoring them through and saying, look, if this is what you're interested in, we have a platform, we have a club that can help you climb the ladder, get a property portfolio.
Yeah, exactly. That is.
And be all that you can be as a property guru.
Wow. So that is how we do it for a lot of people to start making this wealth. So, and one of the things I want to tell people is that property is just the only real estate investment that is real for people. So the price, the best time for you to buy was yesterday, but the second best time is today. So now there are a lot of challenges, as you said. There's a lot of challenges that you said. Some people will say, I don't have money, I'm not a British, I'm not a British, I have a bad credit. So we have a lot of package that will help people to do. Like what you just mentioned now, we have a property club where you come together, 2 or 3 people come together to buy the house. so that they can save towards when they are ready. Some people buy for the purpose of increasing their property. So some people will come together to buy lands and then we build it. So we help people to source. Here in England, we help people to source for the developmental finance, for the soliciting, the conveyance, and then we have a lawyer that will help them with the joint venture agreement. And then after they finish building the house in the next 6 months, then they will split the money, and then that will be part of the money you will use to buy your house if you want to buy your first house in nearest future. And if you are looking into development of houses, that is the opportunity for you to see how it works there. And there's been a lot of people coming in. So tiding and the testimony is going up and up. We are opening up the community for people to make web. Our target is we want to build a new set of billionaires in this decade.
Wow. In this decade. Wow. Oh my God, I like it. And before we came on live, you were telling me about the club, and I was asking you intriguing questions because I was really interested. I'm like, wow, this is exciting. And the thing about or sometimes, especially we from the Black community, we suffer from what I call information deficiency. A lot of us don't get informed because one person knows that I have a bad credit and they just, because I have a bad credit, I won't even bother. One of the things I know, and I want us to touch on that, one of the things I know that you can still get a credit, you can still get a mortgage with a bad credit.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you. You will get a mortgage even if your credit is bad.
Yes,
So
it is.
could you just tell us about that? Guys, if you have any questions, please. Yeah, Ruth, we are going to come to how people can join the club, definitely. But I want him to touch on that so that people who have bad credits, people who don't have British passports, and people who just think, oh, this is not for me, I don't have savings. Everybody, I want him to give us clearer understanding so that by the time he gives the information for the club, everybody will know that I can be part of this club. So you won't just be telling us about the club, and some people are already thinking, oh, this club is not for me. So I want you to first of all tell us.
So
how
as regards
this work? Yeah.
Okay, as regards to the bad credit, so what happens is once you come in, we need to understand what is the causes of the bad credit. Some people have CCJ, which is a council court judgment, which so most of the people, the clients that comes, the bad credit, this CCJ comes as a result of either negligence, they don't want to pay, or maybe they don't pay one council tax. So first of all, what we normally tell people is to go and set it up. Set it up does not mean that you have to pay 100% of it. You just have to go back and give them a standing order if you cannot pay it off and say, every month I want to pay 50p. So once you have a standing order arrangement in next 3 months, there is something on that CCJ that will be changed from that. You put fulfillment, partial fulfillment. So it makes your credit to go up. So if it is just normal default, so there are some lenders that will take the risk, but the interest might be a little bit higher. So, but what we now tell them is, don't worry about the interest right now. Our interest now, your interest is for you to jump in. So once you jump in, so once we get a lender for you that can help you jump in, then we can find a way to move you to another lender with a cheaper rate, because now they can now see that, okay, someone has taken the risk and you don't have the problem with the person that take the risk. And then they will take you on board. So that is as far as the bad credits. So and that is what we've been using to help a lot of people. So if it is the one you can pay, we'll tell you to go and pay it, set a standing order so that your credit score can move. So then we go to a lender that will be able to take the risk and then get you on the on the mortgage or on the property ladder. So as regards to the investment club, so there are series of opportunity for people. So what we do, there is a lot of, some people come together to a lot of opportunity. For instance, if you are thinking of getting your house, your own first house in the next 3 months, the next 6 months or 8 months, and you have maybe like £5,000 that you save, you can come into the club and look at the investment you can do within 6 months that will give you maybe £10,000. 10,000, so that by the time you're ready, you have your deposit ready with the investment. So what is this kind of investment there? There are investment like people buying a house at a cheaper rate. They renovate the house and then we sell it for them, and then they split the money. So there are people buying lands. So they buy the lands, who will go outside to go and source for the finance, and they will build on the land, and then they will divide the money. So there are some people, they themselves, they want to like buy, they have the money, but they don't know what to do with the money. So they will buy the land themselves, will do everything for them in terms of getting the developmental, the conveyance and everything, and then they will build, and then they will get the money. So it's everything inclusive. So what we do in the club is to look for people that have the similar interest that you are looking for, and then have a joint venture agreement or arrangement between all of you within the club and execute the project, us helping you to be the facilitator and monitoring the successful delivery of it. And that is how it's been working. So we use all your resources, anything you get, as the collateral. So if you are buying a land, so your name will be on the part of the owner of the land as a collateral for you, so that if anything goes wrong, you'll be able to claim your money. And as I've said earlier on, the only estate that is real is the real estate. So if you buy a land, for instance, there's the one that last year we are talking about £750,000 to buy. As of today, it is about 980. So we're still begging the guy. So what we're trying to say is, even if your project is not moving ahead, if you even bought the land alone and you decided to say you are not going, you're still going to get money. So now, considering when you now finish building the property, and then you guys are now selling the property and making the money to reinvest again into another project. So there is a lot of opportunity that is open for people there. So before we come into the club, we have to do some background check so that we are sure and then we are compliant as well.
Wow. So the background check includes identity check
Yep.
that you have an employment or you have a steady source of income, how you're going to
be. So first of all, it's because of anti-money laundering, we have to make sure we know who you are. It does not necessarily mean either you are British or not. We want to know who you are. So we want to know your credit, where you're working, even the investment that you're going to be bringing together within the joint venture club. Where is it coming from? We want to understand, is it not a stolen money? So we want to understand, then we want a declaration. If you are any network individual, that means that you earn over £100,000 to give us a declaration so that we can have that to cover ourselves as regards to compliance. So everything is well laid out once you join the club. So we just we tell you the opportunity that is available and the investment opportunity, the rate of return that you're going to get within the investment. And then we'll do the pilots to get it. And a lot of people have been benefiting from it. There is a lot of demand that we are even thinking at the moment to find a way to, to close it again so that we don't want to eat more than what we can bite.
Wow. And all of this, you work closely with solicitors.
We work with solicitors, we work with contractors, building contractors. We work with a bridging company, financing company that will give us the money. So, for instance, there are some projects that will involve us approaching banks to give us money. We work with the council to ensure that if you are buying a land, the land has a government approved planning on it. And they will work with architecturals so that they can give us the designs that
Wow.
is needed. So
Wow.
it's a little bit of work at the back end. So, but the only thing that we're trying to make sure we make it easier for people, because that is all we are committed to do, so that they can get something out of life and make a meaningful impact for the next generation.
Wow, wow, wow. This is amazing. Guys, please send in your questions. Send in. I can see that the chat room is busy, but please send in your questions. If you have any question that you want to ask Mr. Aderibigbe, please send that in. And thank you so much for all your answers. Thank you very much for all these opportunities that you've given to us. So, guys, if you want to join the club, you can follow Mr. Aderibigbe on social media platform. On Instagram, it's called Entrepreneur Breed. Entrepreneur Breed on Instagram. If you type Entrepreneur
And breathe.
Breed,
Yes.
Breed. So it's breeding entrepreneurs. If you type that in, you will find him there. Or you can type Sunday Aderibigbe, you will find him. Send him a DM, ask him questions, how to join the club. The club is not free. It's not free to join the club, right?
Yeah, it's not free.
Yeah.
So
Obviously.
because of the level of the work that involves, so level of the legality that involves, and then we must make sure we tidy it up so that it's not for a unserious mind.
Mm,
So, but when you go to the site, everything is all there just for you to, but the only thing I can tell people is that is worth the investment, because as I've said earlier on, we are not here for the money, we are here for that impact. We
mm,
want to make sure we touch your life. And one of the things I think everybody is waking up to go and do is to get money. So, and if you have a way, someone having a way to make it happen, why not? And even if you want to buy your property as well, we are
yeah.
here to be of help for you, to source it for you. We are here to, give you how you're going to get the mortgage, your circumstance will walk you through, and then you become a house owner.
Hmm. Wow, that is fantastic. And there is a feeling, when you buy your own home, there's a feeling you have, especially when you newly move into the home. The first form you fill, and they ask you tenant,
Oh,
homeowner.
nah,
That feeling of really homeowner. And tenants, they have two categories: tenants furnished, tenants unfurnished.
furnished.
If you're always ticking, after a while, when you just have to tick the homeowner, you will pause and say, wow, homeowner. Okay. So there's a good feeling to it. If you want to buy your own property, please contact Mr. Sunday Aderibigbe. He's passionate about what he's doing. He's not just, and the club is also very ideal for people who don't have enough capital to start on their own. You can meet people of like minds, and
Exactly.
this is not just some people just coming together. This is legal. The documentation, there's going to be a solicitor drafting, lawyers involved. So it's not just a guy showing up. He lives in the UK. He's not a guy, and he has an identity. He has a company, registered company. No, all of those things we need to, you
Okay.
know, we need to say all of this. This is not MMM. People coming
Yeah.
together. This
Mhm.
one give this one give that one. This is real business, and if you want to be a part of it, you've got to join the club. Mr. Sunday will not be giving you details of the club here. If that's all you're waiting for, he won't give you here. You need to, first of all, go join the club. There's a membership fee, and it's important. If you're seeking wealth, you have to sow wealth.
You just have to, so you have to, so it's not even, I didn't even call this one so because we are trying to cover you,
Mm,
trying to make sure we cover you, and everything, you understand, everything here doesn't come for free.
yeah.
So we are taking a big risk because of our identity, our
Yeah.
name, everything. So must be, must not be tarnished. We are going places.
Amen.
So we must make sure that is covered. And those are the things we are trying to do behind the door.
Please, this is off. I should have asked you offline, but I want to ask you publicly. Is your company on the stock market? Because I need to buy shares of your company.
We are not focusing on the shares at the
No,
moment.
I
As I've
said
said,
I need to buy shares in your
amen,
company.
amen. I just caught it right now. I just caught it right now. We are going there. We
Yeah,
are going there. Don't worry. We are going there. So we are just starting the journey. So it's part of it. So we are going there. So I've just caught the Rema right now. So that is another Rema. So it's going to
yeah,
become PSC. In
yeah.
fact, even for people that don't have money right now,
Mm,
sometimes later in the year, we're going to be opening up our Web Builder Academy,
mm.
where we'll be helping a lot of people to move levels in terms of money. So
Wow,
if you are any between 100 to between 1,000 to 35,000 pounds, we have a package that we are going to be launching sometimes in August that will move you to 100,000. So
wow, wow,
once you work on what it is a proven one. Once you work on it, you do the job, you get the results. So we get the result, and we are working on the mindset of what people want to earn. So
mm,
what you have done to make you to get 35,000 pounds will not help you to get 100,000 pounds. So if you
mm,
don't know that, that is it. Anything that you are doing right now, the best it can give is what is given to you. Hmm? So if you want to move to the next, you have to know some other things. And that
mm.
is where we are coming up for people to come on board. By August, at most, I think the academy will start for people within the England as well, so that and United Kingdom, so that they can benefit from this as well. So we are on the journey to, to make a new set of leaders
Wow,
in here.
wow. Wow, that is so good. Thank you for correcting yourself there because I almost fought you. That's why you always say in England. After all, you were in this
In
Scotland before.
Scotland, don't mind me, don't mind
Ah,
me.
what
So
is
don't mind
happening?
me.
I remember the first program. Listen, guys, Sunday was part of my first attendee for the Esther's Company program. He was one of the first. He was one of my biggest sponsor or supporter then financially. And
Mm.
even at that time, what he gave, it was harvest.
Mm.
Honestly, but I remember where he was seated. And thank God for the journey now. It's
Mm.
it's such an amazing thing to see you do so that you're doing so well and you're passionate about what you're doing. And like I was saying to you earlier, that honestly, when you keep doing what you're doing, eventually the Lord Himself will announce you. So I remember 12 years ago when we started the Estes Company. Now we have so many arms to the Estes Company, and I'm eternally grateful to God. Recently we got nominated for the Queen's Award for Voluntary Services, even though we didn't get the award, but we are grateful that
Okay,
we
get notice.
we even got to the nomination because there are thousands of charities and voluntary organizations that we even got to that stage. It's uh, an amazing, amazing thing that I can never overlook or underrate. So I thank you very much for coming on the program. We are running out of time right now. Do you have your last words? Do you have anything you want to say to people? People are going to connect with you. Please connect with Sunday. If you think, oh, I didn't hear the name of the
Okay.
what's it called? The
Company.
handle. The
Mm.
Instagram handle is entrepreneur. I think I'm just gonna type
Entrepreneur breed.
entrepreneur breed.
Mm.
Let me just type it. Entrepreneur breed. It's on, yeah, on Instagram. It's on Instagram. Go there, follow him, follow him, follow him. I hope
Yeah.
hey, I
I,
need to wear my glasses to
this
do
is
this.
yeah. It's not enter, it's enter, enter. So
Yeah, I said
don't
I
mind
need
me.
to wear my glasses to do this. Entrepreneur. Yeah. Or you can type if you
No, I can't.
okay. Or you can look for this letterings are very small. So you can look for what's it called? You can look
Sunday
for
Aderibigbe.
Sunday. Yeah.
So
Sunday.
sorry, so they can get me on Sunday Aderibigbe. But I can tell you that one of the things that I'm good for is I will answer your call.
Oh,
I may not
definitely.
be able to talk to you I will still answer you and then find a way to, make an arrangement for you. So
And he has a website as well. You can go on his
everything is there.
website.
Yeah, so
That's his website.
mm,
You can go on the
everything.
website. Yeah. So thank you. Can you give us your last words before
So
we go?
yeah, so for our viewer, what I want to encourage us is I want us to make a world a better place. Make a world a better place. So I want us now to now be thinking about us, not about me alone. So if you think about us, you will see that what you are looking for will be more. But if you
Mm,
think about me, so it is not going to include other. But if you think about us, it's going to be me and others, and you're going to have more than enough. And that is what a lot of where people have been thinking about how to solve problem, how to help people, and how to make impact. So the
mm,
world is waiting for us, as I've said. So the world is new set of leaders are emerging, new way of doing things are coming forward, new set of billionaires are emerging, and I want you to be you. So why not you? So why not you? So I want to charge you, I want to encourage you as you go into your dealings, find a way to make a better place for us. The impact is all what the world is waiting for, and we want to celebrate you. Thank you very much.
wow. Thank you so much. Guys, we want to celebrate you. Honestly, we want to be a part of your success story. Thank you, Mr. Aderibigbe, for coming. Thank you. God bless you again and again. We celebrate what you're doing and we pray that you will continue to grow higher and higher. And your dreams are going to come true. You're going to breed
Mm.
so many billionaires. That's your dream, and it's going to happen, and it will happen sooner than you think.
Amen.
So, guys, watch out also for August, for the program that is coming in
Uh,
August.
Webreader Academy.
Yeah, Wealth Builder Academy. Watch out for that and stay in touch. Please reach out to Mr. Sunday Aderibigbe. Okay, so till I come your way again next week. Next week is going to be hot because next week I'm selecting people. Selecting. I mean, next month because that's my month. So throughout next month will be hot, 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 hot. And for those of you who like my background, oh,
Your
I will
layouts.
I will tell you my secret. See, if you want to, I prepared myself since I'm going to be talking to a property guru. I need to get myself all ready. So
So
that
wedding, so that is the wedding, the mindset of the wedding environment.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, wealthy environment. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Don't forget, you can still share this video, send it to your friends, family, people you think can benefit from joining the club. Just send them this video and make sure you invite someone next week. I will be here next week with my special guest. All right, till I come your way again, my name remains Ola Olaleye. God bless you. Bye.